Guys, I think whenever you hear a voice, that that soft voice, that voice that not even your mom speak that nice and calm, and I think you should listen to that voice. What voice Anne Marie talking about? Jesus' voice. You know, Jesus' voice can make a big difference in our life. And I'm here to tell everybody, if I did not listen to Jesus, I don't know where would I be today. But I listened to that soft voice, and I went to the jail to visit. Oh my God. I went to the jail to visit my son, and there was a lady there, and she stopped me and she said, I want you to wait for me. And she could tell me stuff that I don't know her. I never met this lady before. And I want to tell you guys, I put her number in the phone as the lady. I met the lady at the jail. That's how I put it in. I met the lady at the jail. That's how I have her number in. That day I called her, and she was just prophesying to me and telling me things that only God could know. And this is why I trust God, guys. And this is why I lean on God and my own understanding. And this is why I learned to trust God more than ever for all the things that I've been through, guys. I've been through a whole lot. My kids went to foster home. I get arrested. My kid's father, that me and him was, we was two soulmates, become an enemy towards me, guys. He take me for child support, try to get custody from my son. That, yes, guys, that's another. This one, my son. My son was is. Then he came here, met this big woman. They married together. Then the lady start. Me no know her. She no know me. She started telling me my son is not him. I end up to take him for child support, guys. I end up go to DSS 60 Charlie Limbers in Uniondale, taking for child support, and they tell Mr. Ixton was my case worker. Mr. Ixton was my social worker right there and then. And he said, put all kids on it. That he said, which one I told him, and he put the kids them. And when I get the paper to do the DNA test, I never familiar with queens like that. I never familiar with queens, guys. And I went and did the DNA test. I never know them. I forgot to them that I got to me. I remember say I did one in Jamaica with my first one. And the result come back, they mail the result. 100% my kids, all of my kids that I said is, and I started get child support. So, I've been through a lot, guys. I've been through a lot. So I need to open up and tell you guys a little bit about myself. So I've been through a lot, and that's how I end up. How I how do I end up accepting God? I ask God whenever I do something, but I pray and I will pray and I will feel guilty. Sleep with some guys, I will feel guilty after I'm done sleep with them. I feel bad. Me, I'll cry in front of them. I say, why you crying? Can't explain to them why me I cry, but me feel guilty, guys. I feel guilty. And kids went to foster home. I get them back, beat every case and get back my kids, and I live around some people that, do me bad, do my kids dirty, do me dirty, hate on my kids, bad mind on my kids. So, you see, I am a living testimony. People hate on my kids, bad mind me and my kids. They don't know where me and my kids coming from. They don't know the struggle me and my pit them go through. They don't know nothing, guys. Nothing they know. As I said to you, when my kids went to foster home, guys, I give away all my furniture. I give away my washing machine. I give away my fridge. I give away this. I give away that. I give away my sofa, my assist. You don't know about assist? Nobody ever hear about Raymond and Flanagan? Me give away everything and start back from scratch, me and God. Guys, I give away everything to my church sister. Fridge, this, washing machine. I give away everything. I give away. And God start me back from scratch. And guys, what I didn't have before is nothing compared to what I have now. So, guys, this is why anytime I'm talking about God, please respect that. Please understand, I could have never made it this far without God. Please understand. I have to give what Judas. God is my rock, is my shield, is my covenant. I love the Lord, my God. I could have never made it this far without God. Guys, I have J. Crew's pocketbook. I have this pocketbook. I have that pocketbook. I have, oh my God, I can tell it all. Who gave all of that to me? Jesus. Because I gave up a lot of things, guys. I gave up a lot of things for God. I gave up a lot of things. I gave up a lot of things for God. You understand me? And I open my heart and let God to come in and live and dwell in me, and take out things in me that is not pleasing to Him. Because as I said to you guys in my other video, my prayer is to God, whatever is in me is not of God. I want God to take it out and root it out from the root. And if I refuse to do things, I ask God to set my body and consume fire and burn out things in me that is not pleasing to God. And how I become and get the fire, the gift of fire from God. Um, My son was using this, give him this drugs, PCP mixed with marijuana, and it make him hallucinate and injure my ex in my house. Yes, he injured him. He damaged his ears, his eye, his left eye, and things with his brain and his skull. And the first time I ever used my gift that God gave me is 2019, when he was in the hospital and he was on breathing machine, he was on feeding tube, he get two big bag of blood. And God start put the fire on my hand more. He start put the fire in my feet, and I start speaking the heavenly language. And update video. Yeah, so I start speaking the heavenly language, and I go in the hospital, and God will speak to me and tell me what to do, and I will do it. 90's head with oil, because his head was humongous. Cause my son, I wish I could show you guys. I'm gonna show it to you. My son used my chair and beat him in his head, so his skull and his brain. So it's like his left. Oh my God! So I have to coming with God, and I have to give God my all now. I have to surrender to God, guys. And that's why I end up get all these gospel songs. This is how I end up. God started do things in my life. Start give me the fire, the living fire from God. It's in my hand. I can, guys, yes, if you want prayer, I can pray for you. If you want a breakthrough, I could go in deep fasting, and I guarantee you that my founder, which is Jesus, who died on the cross, will give you a breakthrough before the week is end or the month is end. But you have to believe that my God in heaven can do anything I feed and abundant that you can ask something. If you want a word of prayer, please, you can send me a text. I'm on Instagram. You can find my name is Anne Marie on Instagram, Anne Marie Fraser, and I'm YouTube, and I'm on Facebook. I use my middle name, which is Eugenie Fraser. So you can find me on both. Anyone you want to find me, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and please do. I will Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I will respond back, and I will send a prayer up to heaven, and God will send something supernatural. The fire started working my feet when I get up one day with blood clot on my right foot. And I went to my doctor. My doctor sent me to a specialist. What my doctor saw, the specialist didn't saw, and I started seeing over myself. And when I went to the specialist, it was totally free, blood clot free in my right foot. So you see how I come in, and how I trust God, and how I make it over, and how I give my all to God, and why I submit to God, because I come a far way with God. God could have left me out there, but God saw a purpose in me, so God snatched me. I have song, guys, that I've never released as yet, that I'm gonna release each and every one of them. Me not stung on them, me not lay down on them for my pillar no more. I'm gonna release them after next week, after my daughter orientation. I'm gonna be in the studio every day, because I told you I do gospel song. Yes, guys, and I have a powerful anointed gift. Last week Monday was a powerful message that was delivered in my church from the most powerful and anointed woman of God that visit my church that I go to Miracle, New York. And when I leave the church last week Monday, I leave with the fire in my mouth. So God is good, guys. I promise you. You need a word of prayer. You are going through a difficulty, and you want a word of prayer. You can send me. You can DM me. I'm on Instagram, Anne Marie Fraser. On YouTube, you see me there. Facebook is Eugenie Fraser. I use my middle name on Facebook. Guys, you can DM me, you can send me, and I will send a prayer up to my founder, and I guarantee you that my God will give you a breakthrough. My healer, my provider, my founder for heaven and earth, which is God. And Jesus, the Son, will come in and show up for you guys. I guarantee it, because my God placed an anointed upon me to use it upon his people that need a change, a breakthrough, and a miracle in their life. And I promise God that I will do his work and do his will that he called me to do. When God called me back, guys, He called me back to be in the choir to sing. And even though I joined Miracle, I've not spoken to the leader yet for the choir, but I'm going to do it this Sunday by the grace of God, to find out about being on the choir and be a part of my church. Yes, so I'm going to do that this Sunday by the grace of God. But this is where I'm coming from with my founder, my creator, my God, my Heavenly Father, and my Jesus, my Abba, which is Jesus. I could have never made it this far if it was not for God. I could have never made my kids. We have our ups and downs, guys, and that's the next story. We bump in and out, guys. We bump in and out. Oh yes, But I when I realized and I found real find God and stuff, I start to, my mouth was filthy. I was not perfect, guys. There's no perfect person but our God, okay? Don't make nobody tell you nothing. There was no perfect person but my founder, God, and my Father, Jesus. There was no perfect. And my father said, if any man should see God, they have to come through him who Jesus. So there's no perfect person. Okay, guys? I was not perfect. I was a messed up person. So listen, guys, this is my story. And if you want prayer, I will pray for you. And as I said, this is how I end up getting the fire of God, the living fire from God in my hand. Now it's in my feet, it's in my mouth now. And Monday I came out with a total consumed fire Monday. I go in one way in my church and I come out different. And I bless God for that. And I thank God for that woman of God. And I first of all give honor to the founder for miracle is my Apostle Philistine Young, that is the founder for my church, the church that I joined. And my pastor is Dr. R. Dr. Dr. R. Jacqueline Gate. Yes, Dr. R. Jacqueline Gate. That's my pastor, and the founder is Apostle Philistine Young, and I love my pastor. I love her dearly. I pray for her. I send out prayer for her. I ask people, anyone I don't have prayer people in the church, please keep my pastor on the prayers. The most I see people talk about, because anybody know about Dr. Juanita Biden? I wrote her. She wrote me back. I sent for her. Let me show you guys. I want to show you guys exactly that you guys know what exactly. Where is my cup? So guys, please, Dr. Juanita Badin, I get my cup, I get see my bottle with my olive oil I can show you, and my cup to drink out of. This is my thing that was consecrated on our altar for months. I use it and pray and put it out. Yes, and you know, I and I have my t-shirt that I wear that she sent me, and I get a t-shirt with it, I wear it. So guys, this is how I end up, because I have to encounter, guys, sorry, I have to encounter with God people because I want to learn more. And what I do now more than ever, guys, knowing that I've been through so much and I get delivered, and God, I have no animosity, I have no hate in my heart for nobody that hurt me. What I do, I listen more about the Bible. I learn more about God. I learn more what God do not like, and what, and stuff like that. And going into miracle, it made me it built up my relationship with God more, and listening to the word on my TV and on my tablet. It built up my relationship and built up my thing with God more. So, me and my kids, we used to bump into it, and like, and now when my son, I say, hey, don't raise your voice. This is how I talk to them. I don't even respond back like using no. That only make problem worse, guys. I tell him, listen, stop. You have to stop. You have to do things like that. And I tell him just like that and break it down. Now, me and my kids, we have great relationship. Thank be to God. Thank be to God, my founder for heaven and earth. And guys, a next story coming up shortly. Give me a minute. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you.